What's going on, everyone? Designedcoma here. Welcome back. And the gameplay you're watching is some Advanced Warfare Domination. So what we're going to talk about in today's video? Well, probably just a bunch of random stuff. I was just recently watching some Jurassic Park. You know, it's one of my favorite movies. You know, I really love Jurassic Park. The second Jurassic Park wasn't too bad. The third one, that thing should have been burned before it hit the screen, I think. That was just horrible. You know, the second one wasn't too bad, but the first one is, of course, you know, my all-time favorite. My favorite scene in that one is when the lawyer just gets eaten right off the toilet. I mean, it is just a classic scene. I love that scene. I laugh every time I see it. So yeah, what have I been doing this weekend? You know, I mean, usually I would try and get some videos done on Sunday, but I'll tell you what, my weekend was jam-packed. Have you ever had a weekend where it was just so packed with stuff that you just barely had any time to breathe? And that's pretty much the way my weekend was. So here's my Saturday. My Saturday started off with this. It started off with a 13.1 or half marathon training run. Okay, you know, and I say training run because I'm training for the Detroit Marathon. This is the second year I'm running the Detroit Marathon, and you know, I'm probably gonna do a vlog, you know, a nice vlog on the whole, you know, marathon reason thing and stuff. I know I did a video not too long ago on it, but you know, when I went back and looked at it, you know, after a while, I decided that you know, it wasn't really all that good. So I'll probably redo it. Plus, well, I'll talk about that in a minute. So, my Saturday. So it started off with a half marathon. I had to get up and run a half marathon. That was at like 7 o'clock in the morning. So, you know, and I was playing some games with my friends on Friday night. So I was up till probably about 1 o'clock, and I really only got maybe 5 hours of sleep, which isn't really the right amount of sleep you need for when it comes to running a half marathon. You know, it was just a training marathon, and I don't run these things to you know, break any records or anything like that. You know, and I'm not training to try and win the Detroit Marathon. That's not what I'm. There's no way. You know, that's not what I'm. I don't run that fast. So you know, there is a reason I'm doing it, but we'll do a vlog on that. You know, and we'll do a new vlog because the last one I did was with my cell phone. So it started off with the half marathon. I probably got done about probably about close to 10 o'clock, a little after 10 o'clock. Not running, but you know, this is a team, so we wait for everybody to come in, you know, and things like that. And you know, we try to make sure we encourage everybody and that kind of stuff, you know, because, you know, I mean, there are people that are brand new to running that are doing this. So, but you know, so I get home, you know, probably between 10 and 11 o'clock. You know, I get done. Yeah, it was probably about 10:30 or so. I get home from this training run, and immediately after this training run, I had to change my clothes, get out of my running clothes, get out of my running shoes, and head to my parents' house because my father is putting in a deck. He's having a deck put in, and well, he's got the family putting the deck in. He doesn't have anybody professional doing it. But my brother-in-law, he builds decks. He's built a lot of decks, you know, and I worked with him for a little while over the summers sometimes and stuff. So I have dug plenty of post holes with a post hole digger, and that's really not a fun way to do that. So I had to head over to my dad's house, my parents' house, to give them a hand with it. And thankfully, he rented an auger, you know, so that was awesome. So after after a half marathon, I go over to my parents' house to start digging these holes with the auger, because then the inspector is going to come out on Monday, hopefully Monday, to well, today at the, you know, the time of recording of this video. I don't know if he actually came out or not, but to inspect the depth of the holes, because, you know, we live in Michigan, so the holes have to be 42 inches deep. They basically got to be below the frost line, you know, because we have the freeze thaw. You know, this way, if they're deep enough, then they won't start popping out of the ground. So they have to be a certain depth they got to be inspected. And he had probably about 8, 9, 10, 11, probably about 12 or 13, maybe 14 holes we had to dig. And of course there's some you just can't dig, you know, some of them you couldn't dig, but most of them we got with the post hole digger, thankfully. So marathon, half marathon, I go over to my parents' house to help out with digging these holes, you know, with the auger. My brother-in-law and a couple of my nephews were there. Of course, you know, they came much later. We had pretty much all the holes done by the time they got there. But so then after that, I had to get ready to go to a wedding. There was a wedding we went to for a friend of my wife's family. I probably met these people, well, maybe more than one time. You know, it's the kind of people you meet and you don't really see them again, and you don't remember who they are until you actually see them again. So that's who these folks were. So my Saturday was just jam-packed. You know, I had the marathon. Then I had had to go over to my dad's house to help with these holes for the deck, and then get ready to go to the wedding. And then after I got done with the wedding, we didn't stay very late. We left there probably about 8:30ish, and after we left there, we got, you know, me and my wife got home. We changed our clothes and we went grocery shopping, because we had to go grocery shopping because we literally had no food in the house. I mean, there was food, but there just wasn't really, you know, anything that we could cook for a meal. So my Saturday was just jammed with stuff. It was just non-stop stuff. You know, Sunday wasn't too bad. I got to sleep in a little bit Sunday morning, you know, and then I had to take my son to one of his things, and you know, after that we basically just hung out at home, you know, and just chilled. You know, it was a crazy day. So yeah, my weekend was just jam-packed, full of stuff to do. And you know, of course, you know, going into Monday, you know, work and all. Thankfully work was kind of slow. It wasn't really all that busy. That was a good thing. So, you know, I had an update for my video editing software, and I got a lot of new stuff. It's really cool. I really need to do another video on this, but well, you know, that'll be something later on. So today I was doing a little bit of testing, you know, because I was working from home today. So I was doing a little bit of testing with Open Broadcaster, and I tried recording some World of Warcraft with it, because my kids were wanting to do this Minecraft thing, and so I was kind of testing it out with Warcraft. Yeah, I know, I do play Warcraft on occasion I play it. So I was doing a little testing, and I'll tell you what, I don't think that software is going to work out, because either the software is just a really bad resource hog, or it's just because my computer is really that bad. I mean, my computer's old, don't get me wrong, it's old, but I have a feeling that either it just doesn't have enough, you know, enough engine power to be able to record using the using Open Broadcaster, or Open Broadcaster just uses a lot of resources. You know, I'm a little reluctant to purchase some software, but I might have to do that just to see if I can get something going here, because that Open Broadcaster just wasn't working out. Maybe it'll do better for Minecraft. I honestly don't know. I'm not sure. I might have to have my kids get into one of their games on my computer, and then we'll give it a try, and we'll see how it works out, because I really do want to get another series going, because I don't have this, you know, I'm not doing the spam mail anymore. But I do have one spam mail I'm going to talk about this week. It'll just be it'll just be thrown into a video. It's not going to be an actual spam mail video, but we'll talk about it. It looks rather funny. I think it came from the IRS or something. I don't think I've had anything come from the IRS lately. So we'll get into that one. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. You know, if you did, don't forget to give it a just can't seem to talk. Don't forget to give it a like, favorite, and subscribe. And I will catch you guys in the next one.